Alrighty, so this is part one of trying to build a carbon fiber skimboard. And right now, I got the foam. I couldn't get it all in one piece. I rather would have, but didn't have that option. So I got 3 pieces, and I'm just gonna try to glue them together with this stuff. I kind of have like a general outline of it, but yeah. So I'm gonna glue these together and see how it goes. This is stuff I'm using. All right, got the first piece glued down. I think it should be good. I hope. If you are following along at home, I'm using this stuff, NGX foam. And apparently EPS foam is like what you should use. I don't know, I asked ChatGPT, but ChatGPT said this is good too. But I don't really know. So we'll see. But this stuff is getting put together. And I'm gonna put this panel on. And then I'm gonna cut it if it sticks. Good. Okay, I just took the clamps off and it worked pretty well. I got it down. I kind of messed up the clamps. It took me a while to get it set up because one of them broke. But now it's good. And I'm gonna leave it like this for a while. Let it harden. All right, so next morning I took all the clamps off. Seems pretty good to me. So I think we're good. I'm gonna start cutting the shape of this. This is my old Barracuda. It's snapped in half. So I was like, I might as well just use it for the shape because I mean I like this board a lot, but I can't really use it anymore. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of trace this out, and I'm gonna try to make the fins. That would be pretty cool if I could, but yeah. Okay, there it is. Got it all traced out. I did trace it twice because I don't actually move the board, but it should be good. I'm not gonna cut too close to that. I'm gonna leave a little bit so I have some wiggle room, and I'll sand around and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna start cutting and see how that goes. Alrighty, I got this thing. It's like it's a hot knife cutter thing, and yeah, it's heating up right now. But I should just be able to just like slice in. I practice with a different board. Hopefully I don't breathe in too many fumes. I might get a mask or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's working pretty well. It cuts pretty fast. Just cut it out. I didn't go too close to the lines. So I got this shape. And now I'm gonna get the sander out. All right, so the plan for the sanding is this side is gonna be the top. I'm gonna have this flat and it's gonna kind of curve around. And we'll see how that goes. So I'm just gonna start with the bottom and just make it flat. All right, I got the shape done. I still wanna do a little bit less on the sides, just a tiny bit. And then I'm gonna finish the fin in a little bit. But I mean, my sander just broke, so I need to get a new piece for that. But yeah, so this is gonna be the bottom, pretty sure, and it's gonna be the top. So I'm gonna start rounding it off like that. All right, little update. I started doing this like the curve inwards kind of, and it's actually looking pretty good. But I did kind of go a little overkill on the nose, so I decided to just redo it. Okay, I finished shaping it with a sander. If you're ever doing this, don't try to do the edges with a hot knife because you'll probably just mess up, because that's what I did here, and also I messed up here. But I think it's pretty good. I like the shape, and I thinned it down a ton. Like this was an inch thick, now it's pretty thin. So that's what took a while to do that. But yeah, so I got the shape all set. Now I'm just I'm gonna put the rocker in, so which is like the curve like that goes up. So I think you start here, and I plan to to just use a heat gun and kind of just bend it up a bit, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, I got it secured down with some clamps, and I put it so this is where the rocker is going to start, like here. So I have it clamped here where I want the bend to start. Tighten this a little more. Yeah, so I got it clamped down, and then I plan to just put this piece of wood under here. But I don't think I'm going to do that yet because I think I'm going to heat it up a bit just because I don't want it to like snap or something. But yeah, I got a heat gun, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I did some adjusting and I moved this thing back a bit. Put some weight here so it's more of like a because I don't want it just to be bending at one point. It should be like curving upwards as it goes. So that's why I put the weight here. Okay, I got the rocker. It's actually pretty good. So basically what I ended up doing, I had it like locked down here with the clamps, and then I would just lift it up with my hand and then go with the heat gun until eventually, slowly, it just like kind of just shaped to how I wanted it. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. But yeah, you can see like I heated this part up a lot. But yeah, pretty happy how it turned out. I think I'm gonna give this one last like final sand down. Okay, just did a final sand. I used 100 grit sandpaper just for like a more like not as smooth, because I kind of wanted it to be a little rough so the like epoxy and stuff can like stick to it better. That's kind of my thought process behind that. Then I smoothed out the sides. This looks pretty bumpy on camera, but it's pretty smooth, kind of. This is the part where I use the hot knife. I don't think it'll be an issue, but we'll see. The only thing I think might be an issue is this part. Just because it's like kind of in this part. But I don't know. I'm hoping I'll just be able to fill it in with something. But yeah. And then I also finished off the edges. I just went like, I held one of these and just went along the sides like this. And smoothed everything out. So it's all looking pretty good actually. So I think it's gonna be good, but we'll see. No, not that way. This. Okay, you good? Okay. All right, we're pouring the resin right now. We got carbon fiber. Stop.
This is good angles, boys.
We got carbon fiber. Oh yeah. This is the hardener.
Only up to the little line.
We're going 1 part this, 3 parts resin. So now, next step, we also bought some dye. So we mixed the dye into the hardener, 1 little droplet at a time. He might have given us green, Evan. He said this was blue. I mean, it's kind of blue.
I put more.
Yeah, if you don't need to add I'll drop. You don't need to add color, but I think the resin will eventually turn yellow. So this is the main reason why I wanted to add color. This is definitely green. This is not blue.
Green carbon's kind of cool.
Yeah. Sideways!
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Add in the resin. Should I mix this before I pour now? No? Okay. Alright. Cinematic. We got this. So basically the next step is you want to put the you want to put the resin on here first, and then you put the carbon fiber on so it sticks. So am I doing this?
Yeah,
Give me my scraper. Should I just put it
Go
down
slow,
the
yeah. Make sure the board doesn't fall.
Oh, that's a good color actually.
And fill up the whole thing. I pour it all, just load it.
Okay, so we put the epoxy on, we spread it around. We use like something like this, like in scrapers. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, yeah, anyways. Yeah, we just spread it around. And now we're waiting 10 minutes for this to get kind of sticky, and then that's when we put that sheet on top. And we put another layer. Oh my gosh.
Did I get it wet?
Okay.
I pull it kind of tight. You got plenty of overlap over there?
Yeah. How much do you got? Is it like even on?
Now do we like cut it out?
Yeah, let's start in the middle. Just like start from the middle and then push out. It's working pretty well. Alright, it's the next morning and this is what I got. It actually looks pretty good actually. But so the main issue we had last night when we put the epoxy on was the bottom. So we had most of it droop over like this, which is fine, and we'll cut it, but there's some parts where it's not fully at the edge, so I started to like do this, fold it over, which for some of it worked, but like over here we were having trouble, and here it was folded over, but then it fell back because it was upside down. But yeah, I plan to just put on the bottom piece, and I don't really know how I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna fold it over on top and see how that goes, but I don't really know. We'll see. But yeah, it worked pretty well. I'm gonna do another layer of epoxy on the other side, but I'm gonna do that after I put on the bottom piece. Okay, here's a little update. So I think the last time I recorded stuff was when we were putting this piece on, and so we put it on. It went well. We only like had it like we didn't go all the way around, so that's why you can see some foam here, but it's still covered in epoxy right now. And on this side there was foam, but I added like cloth of carbon fiber on this side, but I didn't do that to this side. What I just did, I just sanded all this down. I used like I think it's 40. Yeah, 40. Yeah, I used 40 grit and just like went everywhere with it. All the bumps, because like when this was flipped upside down and there's a lot of droplets of epoxy. I sand all that down, and then from the first layer there's a lot of overhang, so I sanded all that down. So right now when I hold it, it feels like a skimboard. I mean, it also looks like one, but yeah. So I'm gonna do a little bit more sanding, make it like perfectly flat. And we were doing the epoxy. We didn't do a very good job at like making sure it was even. Like this part, there's a big puddle of epoxy in this corner compared to this corner. So this is pretty thick, but which is kind of good because it's pretty sturdy. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But it looks pretty good. I'm actually really happy with this.